What is up, everyone? So today I'm playing some Mono Steel, which is traditionally in the Monotype format been one of the best, if not the best type in the series. This generation, I kind of have mixed opinions on it. Now, I do definitely think it's still absolutely within the top half of the tier list. Probably still top 5 if I'm being honest, but I don't think it's undisputed best or even contender for top 3 anymore. Personally, I think it still struggles a lot with water, electric, fighting, and all those types got a lot better this generation as well, especially in the Not decks, and I think just the general level of power creep for the power of moves and the power of Pokemon has definitely seen Steel become a bit less useful on the defensive side. Now that said, don't please hate me in the comments. I do think it's still an amazing type. I just don't think it's the best type in the game or a contender for it anymore. Also, with the release of King Gambit, Steel definitely really enjoyed that for a while. Unfortunately, it got banned recently, so we'll no longer see King Gambit on the team. However, I do think Bisharp is still technically viable. I just think people got used to the absolute bull that was Bisharp, and we collectively as a community got used to that, and now it feels kind of hard to go back to Bisharp because it feels like a step down. And before you suggest to me EVO like Bisharp, don't even go there. I've tried it, it's not very good. In fact, it's only a tiny bit more bulky than King Gambit due to its massive HP pool. Either way, enough rambling, let's jump right into the team. So first off, we have Iron Treads. Iron Treads is going to be my main form of speed control in the team, with max attack, max speed, and a jolly nature. 342 speed is very respectable, especially with the Choice Scarf. It's going to outspeed a lot of big threats in the team. It also has a tiny bit of team support with Rapid Spin to remove hazards, because my team definitely does not like spike stacking or webs. Webs aren't the worst, but I could do without them, all things considered. Next up we have Earthquake, which is generally a reliable stab move, not incredibly spammable because there is a lot of levitators, flying types, or balloons in the tier. However, it's very strong and reliable and hits things super effectively, namely fire types and opposing steel types, which can give my team quite a lot of trouble. We have Ice Spinner there for the aforementioned flying types who would be otherwise immune to my Earthquake stab, and also hits dragons super effectively, which is quite nice. So this is enough to outspeed the majority of even Choice Scarf dragons, and especially after a few rocks or spikes chip, Ice Spinner is going to be doing a lot of damage to their team. Next up, you have Knockoff. Knockoff is again team support. It's decent enough and good against things like the Ghost matchup, which is extremely prevalent in the meta right now, so it's quite nice to have that, as well as knocking off items. I will always say it, I'll be blue in the face from saying this, but I do think Knockoff is slightly worse in Generation 9 Nat decks, or Nat decks in general, because of Z Crystals and Mega Stones, nerfing the power of it slightly. That said, it's still a good, reliable, spammable move. Finally, ability-wise, we have Quark Drive. Not my favorite ability, if I'm being honest, but it is good against this electric matchup. So electric's going to set me up electric terrain for free, and my park ground typing means I'm going to be immune to their stab as well. Quark Drive will also increase my speed by 1.5 times on top of Choice Scarf, so I'll be plenty fast enough to outspeed anything, including Reggie. Alright, our first game is against Mono Grass. I've fought a few Mono Grasses on the ladder testing this type. I've been testing this type for quite a while now. Breloom's a big threat, as so is Mega Venusaur. I'm not too worried about them getting their spikes down or their rocks down with Ferrothorn. That's fine with me. I think Heatran often completely walls us out of the Rock Giga Drain. Usually Venus on this type, yeah, they're Hidden Power Fire. Maybe Leech Seed. Okay, they're Giga Drain, which means they very much might be Earth Power. 54 is pretty good. Now I want to keep my Heatran alive for Ferrothorn. So I think here I'm going to go into Goodra. Potentially start Acid Spraying them. Giga Drain again. Are they not Earth Power? That'd be kind of surprising. The Acid Spray here does a decent bit of damage. Honestly, 10% is not bad. They can't swap into Ferrothorn easily because I'm going to Flamethrower you. I'm going to Flamethrower you. I could have Flamethrowered on the turn Venusaur swapped out, but I kind of want to do Acid Spray something else coming in because I really wasn't worried about this. They live just about... yeah, this is fine. I think as long as I keep this healthy, as in alive, it can always check Venusaur. Especially because it doesn't look like it's Earth Power. Getting rid of Pharaoh is quite nice too, actually. It opens up my Caesar a lot better without having to worry about taking recoil. What do I go in? I guess Goldengo. It eats your Spore, it eats your Mach Punch. We'll just Gleam here. Gleam catches off Meowscarada as well if they want to swap in a potential Shadow Wall. That's pretty nice. And other than that, nothing really likes taking Gleam into Shadow Ball. Like, I guess they can go into Venusaur, but then they're taking a Shadow Ball afterwards. I kind of want to... I want to get +2, I suppose. I'm not worried about that. It's not doing too much damage. And Make It Rain, I think, KOs here. Again, as long as this is healthy, I don't care about Breloom. It doesn't even need to be alive, actually. I guess technically I could go Scarm. Caesar is also a check to Breloom. I've seen you being Earth Power. I've seen you being Sucker Punch. I don't know what you are. I guess Goodra is my most expendable member right now. Tectonic Rage. Yeah, okay. It's Earth Power. I've seen this thing be so many different things before, so I was kind of nervous what it might be. I'm actually going to use this as an opportunity to just try and get my spikes down. Because then Caesar wins with Bullet Punch. BP, dead. Win the game. You can get your rocks down, I don't care. You can Leech Seed me, I don't care. I'm getting my spikes up. This is going to be game. I guess if you're like Ancient Power or like Power Gem or something, and you boost it a million times, that could be a threat, but short of that happening, which is very unlikely, I think Bullet Punch Caesar just wins. Easy. Nice. I guess I can let this go. I mean, they might go into Breloom here and Spore me. Meowscarada, I'm going to Roost on you. You probably knock. Thunder Punch. Interesting. I mean, it's completely useless because now I just go into Iron Treads and click Ice Spinner and win the game. Technically, they can, you know, Mach Punch this Iron Treads, but I always have Goldengo in the back, so as long as I have that, I'm not worried. You die to 2 Ice Spinners. I am Scarf, so I'm faster. I'm faster anyway. I guess they wanted to sack this. To be fair, if I was them in this position, I don't know what I'd do. They'd have to get rid of my Goldengo and then potentially Mach Punch could win, but even then not really because I have Caesar in the back. I'm going to Ice Spinner just in case for some reason, yeah, they want to Spore here. And that is game. Let's kill them with Rocky Helmet. Just a bit of add insult to injury. Oh, they Flower Trick me, which does not make contest. 7% is so bad. I'm not going to mess around. I'm just going to Body Press and end this game, and that would be game. GG. Let's look for another one. Alrighty, here we have a game against Mono Water. This team's looking pretty threatening. It does have a Crawdaunt, which is very cool. Crawdaunt is a big threatening Pokemon, hits very hard, very good wall breaker, especially against the Steel type. I'm going to fear its knockoff and Crabhammer's Liquidation whenever it runs quite a lot. We value Goodra a lot in this game. I think I value Skarmory too. Iron Treads, not great. Goldengo can put in some work. I mean, Swampert's a big threat too. Honestly, I think we might just lose to Urshifu. All things considered. I'm going to try open with Scarm. Now, I do have to keep my Scarm extremely healthy for things like Swampert and Urshifu. I kind of want to spike it down. Now, I'm running the risk of them clicking like Hydro Pump or Surf or something here, which can be pretty bad for me, but I think I just have to go outright and play a little bit on the aggressive side if I'm to wear down Urshifu. I guess if Caesar sets up enough, I know it's not very effective, but Bullet Punch is still just really strong. I'm kind of hoping for a U-turn here. Punish with Rocky Helmet. Get my spike down. Obviously, Pelipper's a defogger, but I can block that with Goldengo. Please don't Hydro Pump. Okay, U-turn. That is exactly the interaction I wanted here. Now, it might just be the case I have to sack something. I'm not too worried about Kingdra. I can go into Goodra. I guess if they Draco Meteor, it's kind of bad for me. But I feel like they Surf here. They Flip Turn? Okay. They're going to take a tiny bit more Spike Chip, which I guess is fine. Huh. I'm assuming they go back and take Pelipper here, maybe? Or maybe they're Swampert and I go into my Skarmory. I feel like both Iron Treads and Heatran are kind of free socks here to pivot around. If you Swords Dance, it might just be game for me. This thing is like so threatening. I guess Caesar outspeeds it. More than likely. I'm going to sack my Treads here. I feel like Treads doesn't actually have much of a role, and they're Life Orb, which is good too. It's good because I get a small bit of chip on them, and I also wear down their rain turns very slightly. Now, the only thing I'm scared of is maybe this is actually max speed, in which case it does outspeed my Caesar. Very bad for me. I'm going to try Pounce, though. They're not max speed, are they? Okay, they go into Pelipper. This is good for me for two reasons. One, we get the chip there, we lower its speed, and secondly, they wear out their rain turns. I can go to Goldengo here and actually block their defog attempt if that's what they want to go for. Burn hurts a lot. Yeah, burn definitely hurts. I'm just going to Shadow Ball you again. If I can get rid of Swampert, it's probably the second biggest threat next to Urshifu gone. I don't think I would have swapped hard into Swampert there. I could have been a Z-Crystal, I suppose. Well, they didn't know I wasn't because of the leftovers. But even still, letting me take 50% is really good. Don't live. Nice. I guess Goldengo being alive is also important because it forces Urshifu to potentially Surging Strike. Now, of course, if it's Swords Dance with, like, is it Punching Gloves, I think it's called? It's all at moot point. I lose anyway. I kind of just want to Gleam here. Yeah, because I live. Just about live. Nice. And Gleam puts it in good range. Okay, it's lefties. I'm going to go ahead and go to Skarmory here. I want to keep my Goldengo alive. Goodbye. They probably just U-turn or Scald here. I'll sack Goldengo in case they want to defog. That's fine. Honestly, I think it pretty much did exactly what I needed to do. And we still have a free sack and Heatran. I guess Pelipper's kind of scary for the end game. I do think I need to keep Goodra alive. I won't say healthy, but just alive for it. So what I'm going to do is try... I want to like bait in a Hydro Pump here and go into Goodra. If they Draco here, excellent play. Draco's not going to have to kill me either. Yeah, exactly what I wanted. I wanted that bait. And we're going to throw some Acid Spray here. 21's not bad. I'll Draco. Slowking easily lives. But it doesn't necessarily appreciate a Draco either. And we can go back into my Heatran here. Potentially just stop this teleporting, or just sack it because I don't really need it at this point in the game. T-Wave's fine. I'll Flash Cannon. It's not going to do much. But this thing's kind of annoying. I guess I'll Taunt. Stop you from like porting out. I'm okay sacking Heatran. I'm just doing a tiny bit of chip here, I suppose. Yeah, Pelipper comes in. Scald me if you want. I'll go Goodra. I expected the defog eventually, which is fine. I think Spike did enough to Urshifu and Swampert that I'm happy with it. U-turn comes out. Crawdaunt with sack Heatran. Go down to a knockoff, taking Skarmory, and I kind of want to get my rock up. It's just Pelipper right now is actually really scary for my team. Where you Scald, T-Wave, so you don't do much to Goodra. T-Wave's fine. They're going to teleport here again, probably into their Crawdaunt, right? I guess in this position, it's not impossible to say that Bisharp wins. Sorry, I mean Caesar wins. That did so much. But you are now in range of Bullet Punch. I'm going to roost there. Get a decent bit back. You know what? Do I value Skarmory at all? Not really. Body press for a bit of chip. It can defog, but once Crawdaunt hits me again, it's going to die to its Life Orb. In which case, I think I keep Skarmory alive for that and kind of hope Caesar can take care of Slowking and Kingdra. Well, Slowking's easy with Pounce. Kingdra is a little bit more difficult, and ideally I probably want to keep my Goodra alive. I'll Draco here. Yeah, they go Slowking. I think I go Caesar and hope I don't get Skullburnt. Teleport, that's fine. I'll Pounce. Yeah, we live Pump. And now I feel like Gudra just wins the endgame, right? As long as I keep a sack and Skarmory against Crawdont, I think I win. Like, they're doing 4% a turn, but eventually they're going to run out of roosts, and if I even get one Acid Spray off in them, it's game for them. We go Skarmory here, sack this to a knockoff. Don't even sack it. Cool. Kingdra will scout. I'm okay to scout here. Pump, which means we go Gudra and just start Acid Spray and spam. The problem is the first turn they Scald me, it could be game for me. I guess in a world where I get fully powered on a Draco Meteor turn, I might lose. But if we just spam Acid Spray, I am faster. They teleport, that's fine. They go this. I'll just Acid Spray forever. Or I get paralyzed forever. I'm not sure how this endgame works out. How much did Draco do earlier? 38, so with Draco... No. Really? Again? Because I have to Draco this. They could flip turn here easily. I lived that nicely. Okay. I think this is game, so they U-turn here. I go Caesar on the U-turn. They Scald. Oh, that's such a good play. Do I just lose here? Because I can't freely Draco right now. Because once I Draco, it stops Pelipper dying. Ah, that Scald play turn, that cost me the game. Yeah, that's game. GG, well played. Definitely some unfortunate powers. But I can't deny my opponent played that one very well, so we gotta give him that. Let's pause there and look for another game. Alright, we have some Mono Dragon, which is honestly a really hard matchup. They have too much fire coverage, ground coverage, and even fighting coverage on Komodo. It's a really tough matchup. Now, Gudra is pretty good against them. I think so is Skarmory. I kind of open up with Goldengo just in case they try to go for game with Komodo turn 1. They often do. We can Gleam here. We obviously live most things they throw my way. And Gleam is pretty nice. Go to Gudra. I could go to my own Gudra. I think they Flame. Let's go Heatran. Garchomp comes out. I'll just Flash. A bit of chip here isn't necessarily bad. 44 is good. And the Spadef drop is nice too. Yes, you sent me into the exact thing I wanted into. Iron Treads. They broke my balloon, which is unfortunate. You don't live this. You live this? That is like super bulky drag. Obviously lives with multi-scale, but I didn't think it lived 2. I'll go Skarm here. Get my little rocks down. They probably have Defogger and Lati. Huh. What are you doing? Oh, you're a Defog on Dragonite. Okay, this is like bulky support Dragonite. They Defog again here. Really? Like 3 power turns in a row? Really? This could be going better for me. Just let me have my rocks down. I think I'll lose to Komodo anyway, so I don't know why I'm trying so hard. Positioning myself badly against Komodo is an auto-lose, depending what set they are. If they're like close combat, maybe it's winnable. If they're Drain Punch, it's an auto-lose. Sucks, but that's the matchup. Flame. Now they CC your Drain Punch. They Drain Punch. I think we live 1 Flame. We Gleam. It doesn't kill, but it puts it in range of PP. Like, that's the gymnastics you have to jump through just to try and KO this thing. I think Gudra lives 1 too. It's just not ideal. Yeah, Dragonite comes in. You're this annoying bulky set. I guess I'm going to try go for game. I won't, because I'm going to get parried like 5 turns in a row again. Gudra comes in. I could have CC'd that turn. It would have been fantastic, actually. They're probably Flamethrower. I can't take the risk. Body press. Interesting. I guess my treads is looking really good actually in the endgame. Rest. Okay. This is like a super interesting set. I want to know what move you are. I'm going to taunt you just to find out, because this thing's annoying me now. Komodo comes in. I don't know. I guess I sack Skarmory. Ah, 1%, really? That sucks. Because they flame here. They drain. They take those. Because I'm getting my rocks back up. Obviously Dragonite comes in. This thing is so annoying. I'll roost. There is a theoretical world where I just wall out all their defogs, but it's not ideal. It's not an ideal world that I have to do that. If I have to, I have to. What does Lati have? Are you like Aura Sphere, I'm assuming? Oh, you're Calm Mind. That's so bad for me. That's so bad for me. Because I can taunt here. You're just going to absolutely destroy me, right? Again, there's still a world. A potential world. Wow, that crit is big. So there definitely is a potential world where I can win this. Psychic does no kind of damage. Nice. Crit was lucky. I'm not going to deny that for even a second. Crit was lucky. What's your last move? Show me. I want to know. I guess I just Quake here. Or Earth Tower. It catches Gudra. I'll power again. What is your last move? Dragon Claw. Okay. Good to know. That's pretty useless. So I'm going to force you to take a bit of chip here. I'm going to try to get my rock down. I'll sack Heatran. It's definitely done more than it needs to in this game. Oh no. That's bad. Do I taunt you or do I just Earth Power spam? Earth Power spam? So you need to die this turn. I need to not lose a speed tie right now. And Draco needs to connect. Whew. That was game for me, I think, if I missed. So Caesar opens up a lot here. The fact their last move is Dragon Claw is kind of good for me. I'm going to Draco again. Gudra has more than done its job. Treads into, I guess, Ice Spinner, right? Because it's 4 times effective on both these dudes. Like, Chomp dies. I don't think Dragonite does, but there's nothing Dragonite can do back to me. I just spin until it roosts out. Nice. That was an alarmingly tough game. The Komodo was super hard to play around, but I'm glad I managed to do it. And with that, let's look for another game. Alright, cool. Another big threatening matchup. It's mono ground. I would have very much valued a Ferrothorn right now on this team, but I don't have one, so let's see what we can do. I think Landorus might just kind of win, to be honest. I don't know if I can do much against Landorus. I guess I open up Scarm. It's kind of my best Pokemon, but I open up with all the same. We're going to try get a cheeky Spike down. And we're going to try Spin Block you with Goldengo. Now, please don't be max speed. We're going to go for a Gleam. Your max speed, I lose. Cool. That's the game, guys. No, I'm joking. I think... I don't think it's winnable, but I'll fight back all the same. If I like set up my Caesar like crazy, maybe I can do like an obnoxious amount of work. Don't get burnt, don't get burnt, don't get burnt, don't get burnt, don't get burnt. We're burnt, okay, that's game. That is 100% game. If it didn't burn, there's a theoretical world where maybe I won. But it ain't it. Like 17 is very bad. I don't even think Ice Spinner kills. If I'm being completely honest, I don't think Ice Spinner kills at this percentage. Great Tusk is so bulky. Lando goes down. That's pretty nice. Crook comes in. You probably Quake here. Let's go Scar him. Maybe if I like force Tusk to spin so much that it loses its item, it loses all its HP. That's the only world I see winning here. Oh, there's CC. We'll roost once. We'll roost again. Yeah, they spin, that's fine. I'm getting my spike down. I'm getting 2 spikes down. Because now you lose. Now you die, sorry. When Great Tusk comes back in. Okay. This game became winnable again. Palo Sand is kind of scary, but... I guess Goodra walls. I wall. I Acid Spray. Into Flash Cannon. Flash Cannon's a nice mid-ground. It doesn't KO, unfortunately, but it does obviously put it in range of a second one. Crocodile is not a threat as long as I have Skarmory. Great Tusk dies here. Goodbye. Clodsire, you're kind of annoying, actually. I feel like I wall you complete with Heatran. If you're just like the Earthquake, Recover, Spike set, you get walled forever. Nice. There you go. There's a lesson, never giving up. I was kind of joking turn 1 when I said it's over. But I think the Skarmory on Great Tusk was a nice matchup. Unfortunately, I lost my Goldengo. It was, I guess, a risk worth taking. It didn't seem like I needed it in the end, but maybe them sacking their Landorus to do Iron Treads was not the play in my opinion. But hey, let's pause right there and look for another game. Alright, we have what I must say is a very cool looking mono normal team. I like to see someone trying to use Weirdeer. It's a Pokemon I've tried to use before. I wasn't like too keen on it, unfortunately, because Stantler is one of my favorite Pokemon. Now, Lopunny is going to be a big threat. Honestly, so is Porygon Z. Staraptor should be fine. Ditto's okay as long as I play cleverly around it. I'm going to open up with Iron Treads. Kind of a weird one, but I want to knock off like immediately here. I was kind of hoping they opened in DD for some reason and knock their item, but let's scout what this thing's intentions are. I definitely need to keep Skarmory alive for Lopunny. Otherwise, I feel like I lose. Goldengo, it's kind of meh in this game, I think. Choice Scarf. Drake. I mean, you're welcome to it back, I suppose. I'm gonna knock again. Kind of weird interaction. There you go. Take extra damage. Ooh, that was strong. I'll knock one more time. It either they lose an item, I scout for their Z Crystal and Porygon Z, they go into Lopunny, and I go into Skarmory. Okay. This is an okay conclusion. Kind of a funny first few turns. Like, they could just click Earthquake outright. I would never have expected them to be Choice Scarf. Ditto comes in, you're minus attack. I'll go Skarm, although I don't really want this thing to be knocked off. They probably Earthquake here, and I value Rocks a lot. Yeah, I didn't really want to be knocked off because I want to keep my thing's helmet for Lopunny. But honestly, this is fine. You are a big threat. One that I feel like Goodra might wall. Now, you could be Specs, you could be Z Conversion. T-Bolt, that did not another Life Orb. Interesting. I kind of want to go into Iron Treads here. And just knock this. Because this is my best in DD answer. I guess Heatran's an okay in DD answer as well. Especially after a few more layers of spikes. Yeah, this is fine. That's plenty of damage. And right now it actually gives me a position where I can get my spikes up. I guess I don't fear this too much. I'm going to have to roost here. Oh, do I body press? I'll body press. No, I roost. No, I body press. I'm so indecisive. I body press in case exactly they go into Porygon Z. Getting rid of that is really nice for me. I can still apply a lot of pressure on Lopunny with Scizor. Yeah, this is fine. I think the only difference now is I have to sack into Iron Treads when Lopunny comes out as opposed to going hard Skarmory because I do, of course, die to 2 close combats. And they are feeling the pressure right now. Ditto. That's a weird play. I guess they want spikes up. But I'm just going to spin those away. I don't know what the play there is. But I'm getting back to full. And now I'm layering my spikes up as well. Indeed, he's a threat. We go Heatran on potentially Mystical Fire. If it's anything else, I wall anyway. I'm pretty sure Heatran just walls this. Expanded Force could be strong. If it's specs. Pretty strong. Life Orb. I'm just gonna... I'll Flash Cannon. Just in case they go Ditto here. You're not Boots. Crit was big there. I don't think crit necessarily mattered. I could always go Goldengo. They are not getting their defog up. And they were very limited on swaps later on, yeah. And then I think Caesar cleans up in the end game. Nice. Let's pause there and look for another game. Alright, we're here against Mono Water. Definitely an unconventional water team, but looks absolutely terrifying. I'm low-key terrified of Poliwrath. That thing's going to be quite scary. I open up with Skarmory. Yeah, I open Skarm. I just kind of like my hazards in this game a lot. Again, on Defog and Pelipper, I can swap into Goldengo, which is quite nice. I also might need to keep Goldengo healthy for Poliwrath. Though honestly, it's not the fastest thing in the world. And if I constantly whittle it down with Chip, it can be quite good for me. Gyarados opens up. Are you like DD? You're sub DD, I'm assuming. That's quite bad. I'll go Caesar. Yeah, you're sub DD. I think Bullet Punch breaks. Bullet Punch doesn't break. Well, that's not good. Now you're not leftovers. Quagsire comes in. I don't think Pounce KOs. Or even 2-hit KOs even, I mean to say, but it does decent chip. Oh, your Rocky Helmet, okay. Don't burn, don't burn, don't burn, don't burn. Why does Scald always burn me? And it never burns when I use it. It's very sad. I guess I'll go gold here. And just spam Shadow Ball, hope for a Spadef drop. I mean, they're probably going to Scald burn me again here. I don't know if I'm cursed or what, but I feel like I never burn with my Scalds. I'll plot. I'm going to plot here. Force a Haze, potentially. Your Scald. And of course, the Scald burns. Okay, they Spadef drop, they Haze. This is definitely a roll to kill. I think it's a roll in their favor not to kill. Yes. At least I got that. I don't ask for much, but I'm very happy I got that. Okay, I shot a ball here again. You can like surf or pump, I don't mind. Crit's nice. Not gonna lie. You turn probably into Wrath, right? Kingdra. I think on Kingdra I always sack Heatran, and this also lets me scout. If it's Pump, Goodra comes in for free. If it's Draco, I live one. It's Draco, I live one. We Flash Cannon, I guess? No, I'm faster than Pelipper, so I can Earth Power relatively free. Yeah, because if they go into this, I just Flash afterwards and KO. If they go Gyarados, they don't. They go into this. Heatran's done its job. I've stopped you getting up your rain. You like Belly Drum? This is like Belly Drum Swift Swim. Ice Punch. Huh? I don't know. Maybe they're a big Poliwrath fan, and I'm all for using your favorite Pokemon, but I think competitively, if you want to win, use Urshifu. That thing's broken. Either way, I Lava Plumed here to try and burn this. There you go. Lava Plume has the exact same burn chance as Skull, but of course, I wouldn't get that. I'll taunt you anyway. I do not want you setting you up for free. I want to force you to hit my Skarmory. Are you like Waterfall Earthquake? I'm gonna get my spikes up. Actually, with 3 layers, I think Gyarados dies. Liquidation. Defense drop sucks, actually. Not the end of the world, I still got all my spikes up, which means Gyarados dies coming in. This dies as well to Rocky Helmet Chip. Okay. So all there really is Quagsire. Is kind of the only threat they have left. And I can knock it off, I suppose. They go into Kingdra. Takes a decent chunk. I think Earthquake KOs here. Nice. Yeah, like, Quagsire could be annoying. I could shut it down with Taunt, I suppose. And then Acid Spray eventually will get it down to the range that Draco Meteor will kill. So that's pretty nice. Because Unaware only works on, I think, stat changes I have. It doesn't affect the stat changes the Pokemon has. So if I Acid Spray this, it will still do extra damage, despite the fact it's Unaware, which is quite good. Okay, let's look for another game. More Ghost, and this time without the horse. Okie dokie. How do I win this? So we can go Scarm, get our hazards up. That's pretty good. They have no way of removing hazards, actually, so that's very good for me. We value that a lot. You could be potentially Zoroark. I'm going to go to Heatran. Okay, they're actually Sableye. That's fine, they knocked me off. Not great, but I can Plume here. Plume Burn would be fantastic. No Plume Burn. Why would I ever get Plume Burn? I'm not letting you get your rocks up. They Nightshade here. I'll go Treads. I guess I'm okay with Treads being taking 100 damage. They Nightshade. I want to knock, but they easily go into Sableye. I'm going to go Goodra on the Sableye. And we're going to spray. Acid Spray is good here. They could obviously go into Slash. It's kind of the only thing that eats an Acid Spray for free. Knockoff is not great. They're slower than me. I'll Draco. If they go Mimikyu, good play. Or do I just... No, Flash Cannon. It's probably a better middle ground. Because it does catch Mimikyu off guard. Corsola comes in. You are determined to get your rocks up. But I am determined to let this go. Goodbye. No rocks this game. Getting rid of my vest is kind of annoying. Definitely don't appreciate that. And I can't get my rocks up for free as long as Sableye's alive. Are you actually Mimikyu? I feel like you're actually Mimikyu. I'll go Skarmory. Skarmory's actually useless in this game. Yeah, it helps me scout as well. I really want to get a rock up, but Sableye's the obvious play, so let's go Goodra here. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Bad for me, bad for me, bad for me. This is very bad for me. Okay, they're Drain Punch. That's like really bad. I'll get a Spike Up. Did I throw? If Treads lives a Shadow Sneak, I don't think I threw. Honestly, you know what? Skarmory did its job. It's all on you, Treads. You gotta live one. I don't think it does. I don't think it lives one. I'll knock here. Oh? They Drain Punch? That's okay. Because I think Caesar lives a Shadow Sneak pretty easily, actually. Yeah, very easily. This kills. Crit did not matter at all. It's not an easy endgame. Aegis Slash is still tough for me. Out of curiosity, I wonder did... I'm pretty sure it kills. Iron Treads, Mimikyu, Life Orb. I feel like that was potentially a throw. Shadow Sneak at +6. 77 to 91. How much HP do my Treads have? Drain Punch is 68. Yeah. That absolutely killed Treads. If anything was a throw on my end, I should have gone Treads earlier. What do you do? I feel like you are... You're not Zoroark actually because you took rocks damage. That's okay. I can Plume here. I'm faster than you. Doesn't kill KO. It gets weakness policy, and I don't get burn either. It's crazy. I don't think my plume has burnt once this entire live. Maybe it has. Maybe I'm exaggerating. Either way, this is fine. Caesar comes in. We bullet punch. KO. Sableye's kind of a threat. Gengar comes in. Do you even live this? If you live, it's throw. If you die, I win. Bullet punch is 62 to 73. It lives. Let's go Gudra. Flamethrower did a decent chunk actually. We'll flash. I feel like you're not the real Gengar. I think you are actually Zoroark. How much does this do? 31's pretty good, which means Draco kills afterwards. Yeah, that's worth it. All I think I have to do is live a hit from Gengar. They can't actually click Focus Blast either. That's the actual Gengar. That's the real Gengar. All I have to do is live a single hit from you. And chip you down. Yep. You are now in range of Bullet Punch, and that is the game. Don't curse body. It doesn't matter. I just swap into Goldengo and sack it. GG. Tough game. I got a few crits there that actually didn't matter. I think in the end, I definitely misplayed against Mimikyu. I should have, once it started sword dancing, I should have gone into treads and just knocked that thing off and put it in range of Caesar's Bullet Punch, because as we found here from the calc, I would have actually lost the game there easily if I let it get away with it. So let's pause there and look for another game. Here we go again against another Mono Ghost, a very popular type on the ladder right now. I can see why it's a pretty strong type, but I can say is I'm sick of seeing this stupid horse. And Scarlet too is like ridiculously good. Thankfully they don't have Zoroark, which is slightly good for me. It means I can play around a bit more comfortably. They do have Mega Sableye. I'm going to open up a Heat. No, I don't have a Heatran. Heatran's like really good against Scarlet, right? So I can't afford for that to take too much damage. I can open up Gudra. Exactly as I expect him to open up Sableye. We're going to spray here once. Do I spray into Draco? I guess so. I mean, Goldengo easily lives. Huh? Knockoff. Okay. Interesting. I'll flame. Okay. Do you knock again? I'll spray again just in case you knock again. You probably go Goldengo. I guess I'll go My Gold. Like, My Gold's kind of weirdly like good and bad in this game. Yeah, they knocked again. Good play. But Shadow Ball here is very free. If they stay in, they die. They're like -4 stages per def. If they swap out, they take a lot of damage. Nice. Rocks it is. Rocks for days this game, guys. Spectrier comes in. I'm gonna go Gudra. I don't want you to boost for free. That did so much. And they boost for free because I got Split F drop. Great. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. Maybe not. Maybe they get like a really low roll. Unlikely. Not impossible. I'll flash here anyway. Yes. They got the low roll. 47. Are you in range of Caesar? Obviously, if you are, I go straight into that. Bullet Punch 47 to 56. Wait, that's Caesar. I forgot to Mega Evolve last time, I think. Please, someone in the comments let me know. How do I Mega Evolve? I for some reason, I just don't know how to Mega Evolve in this thing. Like, my item is Caesar, right? But there's no like button to Mega Evolve. Either way, judging by this being regular Caesar, this means the Mega should kill, which is quite good for me. Scarlet comes in. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's sack gold here. Please don't SD. If you SD, I like Mega lose the game. I Mega lose the game. Right, because maybe Iron Treads actually kills with Quake. Right, Quake will kill. Sneak won't kill me. Now if they're Endure. Okay, they go Corsola. I'm gonna go Scarm here. If you're getting rocks up, so am I. Heatran. I think Scarlet is killable, but it's tough. Shadow Ball comes out, doesn't do too much. We're going to Earth Power here, just in case they go into Scarlet. You know, they probably don't. They go Basculegion. Makes sense. Is it possible to win this? That's male, so I think it's physical attacker. Yeah, Liquidation comes out. The drop hurts, actually. The drop really hurts. Spectrier comes in. This is fine. This is fine because now I get in my Caesar. I don't think this dies. Shadow Ball. If it specs, does it die? If it specs, it dies. I think I'll just Bullet Punch. I think I'll lose anyway. I think I'll lose to Sarah Ledge, right? Goldengo comes in. Obviously, this thing's a threat. I go Treads. No, I know I need Treads alive for Sarah Ledge. Do I Quake or do I Knock? I Knock, I think. Because I could go Corsola here. Oh, it lives? Because it's Z Crystal. Ah. Unfortunate. Yeah, they just win with Sarah Ledge here. Like, easy. Right. I Bullet Punch. They get their weak armor. They close combat here for game. Well played. I guess I shouldn't have gotten cocky with knockoff on Goldengo because I didn't. Oh yeah, I had an air balloon. I thought it would kill, but I guess Goldengo's bulkier than I thought. If I Earthquaked, I don't know if things would work out differently, but my opponent definitely deserved that game. I'm definitely misplaying a lot. We're back with some more mono water. It looks quite defensive in nature, judging by their Quillfish and their Dodonzo. Now that means I super value my hazards up in this game. It's funny because super value is actually the name of a shop here in Ireland. This video is not sponsored by Super Value. Though if you're watching and want to sponsor me, you know, hit me up. Okay, they're taunting those away. I guess I could go like Goodra here. T-Wave is fine because I'm going to Arson Spray on you. It doesn't do much, but Draco now should actually KO. No, fully powered. Woohoo! Actually came in handy for once. That's fantastic because honestly, Dodonzo is like mega scary. Pelipper comes in. I'm gonna Acid Spray. I expect probably Kingdra to come out here, but Swampert might as well. Okay, Swampert comes out. I'll go Scarm. We might actually live 2 liquidations. We definitely live that, obviously. And I'm going to get a Spike up. Cool. Don't flinch. Nice. We do a little Roost spam in. Take as much chip as you possibly can. And on Kingdra, I guess I go Goodra. They go into Pelipper. Probably want to defog these away, so I'm going to go to Gold and deny that. If they U-turn, good play. But they have to take Spike Chip here. Part of me wants to sack Heatran, but no. I think Skarmory is always a good play at the moment. As long as I can force them to take Chip every single time with Spikes, I am ultimately winning. Yeah, because we can go Goodra here, they can Draco. It's going to do a decent chunk of damage. They Surf, it does nothing. Even with a crit, that does nothing. I'm just going to straight Draco here. Because I value damage a lot. I value KO and Quavel so much. That is fantastic. KO for me. This is a big threat. Yes, please curse for me. Please curse for me. Please do not get fully powered. Don't do this to me, Goodra. I need you now more than ever. As long as I can keep your Spadef down. Really? Like, really? I don't know what to say. Either way, we go Gold. I don't know if there's KOs. but it should do a decent chunk. Okay, they're forced out. There's 2 KOs. I'm quite salty about that. I'm not going to lie to you. We don't value treads here. Caesar KOs with bullet punch. Almost like SD by accident. That would have been a throw. But Dodonzo is still a threat. I guess I can go like Heatran and taunt this. At least that stops it from like cursing or roosting or resting in my face. It's not doing enough though. All I can hope for, I think, is some like Spadef drops of Goldengo. Ah, I'm super salty. Of course they get defense drop. Because now they go in right into Pelipper. Into Goodra and win. It's not Goodra, Kingdra. Both dragons, forgive me. Like, it's a massive throw if they stay in there. Yeah, they go this. They go Kingdra. Oh, the spike kills it though. Okay, this is winnable, question mark? Waterfall. I get another spike up here. Just a tiny bit of like initial chip on this thing. Hey, did they throw? That was a mega throw. Because yeah, they take damage here from this. I Shadow Ball for game. Okay, I guess all those full powers didn't really matter. Which is nice. They should have probably kept Rock Sliding me. No, it didn't matter because once rain runs out, I think Goldengo won anyway. Once I got these spikes down and put Dodonzo in range of Shadow Ball, it was game. Nice. Here we have some Mono Fairy, which of course in theory is a winnable matchup, though in practice I do have to be careful. Things like Tapu Lele can actually be a big threat, as well as Iron Valiant, and more often than not recently I've seen like all out pummeling Iron Valiant to deal with steel types, so gotta be careful of that. I kind of want to open up with Skarmory here just to try and get my hazards down early. I know they could potentially defog him on Cliff Key here, but that's okay. Let's try and get some spikes and rocks up here. At least force a bit of offensive pressure. Now, the worst thing they could possibly do here for me is collect something like Cosmic Power. That would be quite scary. They Flamethrower. Do I value Skarmory? Yes, I kind of do actually against Iron Valiant. So for that reason, I'm going to keep it alive. I'll go Heatran here. And just Flash. Not bad. I'll Plume here in case they want to go Klefki. Actually, I guess against Valiant, Goldengo's pretty good too. I'll Taunt you. Taunt into Plume. Nice KOs, thanks to Flash Fire. I probably was going to get a foul play there. And as long as I have Air Balloon, I think Deoncey's not as big a threat. Let's go Skarm. Yeah, this is all out pummeling for sure. Huh. I guess Treads here is pretty good, right? Treads Earthquake? This is very strong. It probably KOs at -1, KOs Tapu Koko, KOs Deoncey, and definitely 2 KOs Lele, especially after a spike, because they don't have Reflect Up. Unless this is Random Scarf. You're gone. The speed boost is funny, like it doesn't actually do anything for me. In theory, I like the idea of Adamant Iron Treads. That's what you're going for. But I'm still faster, right? And that thing is like paper weak, so that was a pretty easy game. I feel bad, Andy, on that one, so let's look for another. Alrighty, we have a game here against Mono Ground, and this is sincerely making me regret not using Ferrothorn on this team, seeing how many ground teams are actually on the ladder recently. That said, I do think Iron Treads here is pretty good. Heatran, as long as it has its balloon intact, is nice. as well as Caesar and Skarmory to some extent. Now, I do feel like Goldengo and Goodra are, not great. I guess I'm going to open up a Skarmory here, and I feel like I want to get spikes down early. Now, I know obviously they can like Stealth Rock and try and whirlwind me around the place, but just getting a few layers of spikes down to try and punish the Excadrill is quite good. I don't know what they can do. I'm going to Body Press here. I mean, Knock is kind of annoying. They get rid of my helmet. We take them down. Pretty good. Obviously, Landorus is a threat, and the question is, what do I sack against Landorus? I kind of feel like Goodra would live one. But I also want Goldengo alive from Mudsdale, so I guess Goodra is our sack here. As expected, they go for Focus Blast. It does way too much, yeah. So Earth Power is going to absolutely melt me here. That said, Ice Spinner is pretty good after this. Okay, are they going to Hippo down? Did they die to that? No, it does a decent chunk. I guess they could, like, slack off here. I'm going to Acid Spray. Into... I kind of want Flamethrower exactly on Exca coming in. Just any kind of chip I can get here on Exca is pretty good. 40% is not bad. Our burn would have been fantastic. I feel like they don't Earthquake. I'll go Skarmory. Nice. I'm going to get one layer of rocks down. Okay. They are spin. That's kind of annoying. I guess I'm forced to Body Press here. Taking care of Exca is actually pretty big. It opens up Ice Spinner a lot now in the end game, especially like Lando and Garchomp. I think both go down to Ice Spinner. Lando comes in. You probably Focus Blast here. I want to keep Goldengo healthy for Mudsdale and Hippo down. I'll sack Goodra. But the fact you didn't Earth Power earlier kind of says to me maybe they're not Earth Power. I'd be surprised if they weren't, but it's not impossible. Either way, this is actually a very good position to be in. Because Draco did 55 last time, which means Draco kills here. I'm going to Flash Cannon. I don't think it necessarily KOs. But what it does do is let me get into something like Caesar. And start clicking buttons. Actually, maybe Skarmory is the play. If I can get some spikes down. Now, it seems like Hippo can't touch me. It's probably Toxic as his last move. I know this opens up Lando a lot, but my goal here is to chip Mudsdale and Garchomp enough so that Iron Treads can just win the endgame. Either way, Iron Treads comes in here. Ice Spinner kills. Mudsdale probably lives. Yeah, Mudsdale convincingly lives. Heatran will eat an Earthquake. It won't eat Body Press, though, which is... That's kind of a threat. I'll Flash. That's not doing enough. Can Gold live one? Maybe. Maybe just about. Nice. And just about is exactly all I needed. The question is, do I lose a Hippo? I feel like Caesar wins against Hippo. So this comes in. Do I sack this? No. Yes? No, I think I just... Yeah, I sack this. Go into Treads with Ice Spinner. It kind of comes down to, can I beat Hippo? The answer is yes, I think I can. I should live a few Earthquakes. I just forced his HP to be low here. Yeah, just keep Ice Spinning, Ice Spinning, Ice Spinning. We go in Caesar, we set up a Swords Dance. We might need two, I think, to KO Garchomp. Let me see how much I need to kill Garchomp. It could be Mega as well. It could also be Tank Chomp, you never know. Bullet Punch at +4. I guess we just have to keep SDing up, right? We pounce. Yeah, because after spikes, I think This should KO. Unless it's like super bulky chump. Nice. GG. Kind of a tough endgame actually, but hey, we pulled through in the end. As expected, Caesar and Skarmory did a lot of work. Iron Treads did too actually. So yeah, we definitely take those. Here we go again against Mono Ghost. This seems to be just like a really popular type on the ladder at the moment. I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting a little sick of finding it, but here we are. So this team does look very interesting though, I'll give it that. Brambleghast is a nice change of pace, also very threatening for my team. So are Basculegion and Skeledirge actually, so yeah. And the only reason I say this thing is threatening to my team is because this can rapid spin away my hazards. That's kind of the whole build of my team. Shout out to the King Crabs YouTube. This is going YouTube. Yes, shout out. Thank you so much for that. Shout out to you for playing the game. So they probably open up with Sableye here. I'm going to open Goodra. They open up Runerageous. Okay. I think Acid Spray into Draco's the play. Nothing on their team like particularly eats a Draco. Earthquake is kind of annoying, but Draco here is still pretty strong. I guess Goldengo could come in. Still 39 is not bad. We can Flame here. We easily eat a Shadow Ball. Honestly, getting rid of Goldengo is pretty good for my team. I'd be pretty happy in that situation. Rune comes back in. I think I save you anyway. Let's go Skarm here. We're going to set up a Spike. Does that tiny bit more versus Goldengo. And Skeledirge is more than likely heavy duty boots. You know what? I guess I'm okay with getting a few layers down. Sableye comes in. Probably wants to go for a knockoff. I don't really have a great answer to this. Heatron's okay if they try Wisp, but they have no reason to ever Wisp in my opinion. Knock definitely is the play there. You Plume here into Earth Power. As long as I can block their spin attempt with Goldengo, maybe I'm actually in an okay position. You are the physical Basculegion, so what we're going to do is go Skarmory here. I have to play this kind of carefully actually because Sableye is a threat. Though, actually, it's looking like Caesar is getting better and better in the endgame. Oh, Hydro Vortex? Z Rain Dance, that is super cool and super threatening. Thankfully, they go down to recoil here. I'm going to roost that back up. Interesting tech because it's kind of like slightly bad synergy with Skeledirge in my opinion. Bramblebast indeed comes in, let's go Goldengo. I feel like I live one Phantom Force, like Brambleghast is not that strong. And I definitely want these hazards to stay. Nice. No Shadow Ball here. Obviously Sableye can swap in, but after a Shadow Ball, Spikes and Stealth Rock, it does take a decent chunk of damage. I like Brambleghast. I tried, what's the other one, the Anchor Delmise recently on a ghost team I was testing. It didn't go well. GG. Oh, okay. I was going to say it's not over yet. Gee. Well, I guess I'll take that. And hello from this player to YouTube as well. I don't think they necessarily lost there. Now, I don't think Phantom Force realistically would have done much against Goldengo, even if they have Phantom Force. And if they did, obviously I'll swap back into Skarmory and slowly chip it away. With Rocky Helmet, I can kind of do that forever, swapping between these two. I have enough passive recovery that I think I can do that. Either way, let's pause right there. Okay, we're here to potentially bully some Mono Rock. Honestly, this is a win-win situation for me. Either I win or Mono Rock wins, which in a way is like a small victory for myself. That said, Arcanine it can be pretty threatening in this game, I think. I really like Iron Threads. Obviously, Caesar is like stupid good here. I'm going to open up with, I think, yeah, Skarmory. I kind of expected them to open up a Deontay. They open up a Rhyperior. This is fine. If they're Rock Polish, it's not fine. I'll get rocks up here to try and threaten the Arcanine anyway. Heat Crush. That's not actually doing anything. Surprisingly weak. Okay, they're getting their own rocks. Once I break potential sashes, I think Caesar kind of just wins. Continental Crush doesn't even KO. Now, they'd probably Earthquake here, expecting me to roost. If so, great play. Nope, just Heat Crush. I kind of want to spike up on the Earthquake. And now I kind of want to body press because it opens up Caesar, I think, a lot here. Yeah, let's just body press here. They don't seem to have any form of recovery. And especially after some more chip from the Rocky Helmet, I think Caesar might honestly just win the game in this position. I don't think Arcanine actually lives Bullet Punch very well from this. The only thing I'm slightly concerned about is that somehow there's some weird world where Hyperior lives this. No, I don't think it does. Bullet Punch, no, not +4. Neutral. Neutral? 29 to 35. Yeah, right, this just KOs. KOs Aurorus, KOs Aerodactyl, KOs Diancie. I close combat stack Attacka. Honestly, I think it KOs you too. I'm like 99% certain it kills you. Arcanine is Sui. Bullet Punch. No, it doesn't. 39 to 46. And I cannot take that chance. So let's go Heatron here. They probably Head Smash. That's banded for sure. We go U. How do I just not lose to stack it in this position is the question. I'll knock. And the reason I say not to lose to stack it is I feel like it could potentially be Balloon. Knock off your Sash. Okay, I thought Clay maybe. Yeah, that's kind of what I expected here. I'm going to actually just try and stall out these Veil turns. I mean, Arcanine's basically dead. No, I'm going to plot first. Make an Earth Power. That doesn't scare me. If I can just wall out these turns, I just want to Bullet Punch close combat. But as well as that, I can't let them get Trick Room up with Stack Attack because Heat Crash could reverse KO me. Sash is interesting. Definitely not what I expected. That did a decent chunk actually. Yeah, make it rain kills, obviously. I just didn't want to make it rain last turn because I wanted that to live for a single turn just so they have slightly less turns of Veil when the next Pokemon comes out. Aerodactyl comes out. You probably Earthquake here. So I guess I sack this. Go Treads. We can Ice Spinner. That's fine. KO me if you want. Actually, did I just throw? Yeah, because they get Stack in right now. And they set up their Trick Room here. We can Flash Cannon. Ooh, that's strong. The question is, are they Heat Crash? And do they live my Bullet Punch? I feel like they might not be Heat Crash. Trick Room Body Press. Nice. So Bullet Punch wins the game here. You don't live Bullet Punch. I guess in theory they could Extreme Speed me here. But the question is, does Banded Extreme Speed kill Iron Treads? I don't think it did. Honestly, that was a close game. That was way too close a game. I probably shouldn't have Ice Spinnered right into the Aerodactyl. On that play, I probably should have swapped Goodra, sacked it, just so I could have kept the momentum with my Caesar and just guaranteed the security with Bullet Punch close combat. Either way, we won the game, so we'll take those. So we ended up number 134 on the ladder with 1535. Honestly, I feel like this isn't my best showing, which is maybe disingenuous to say because it's still top 200, still top 150 even, but I feel like I didn't truly utilize Steel to the best of the ability. To the best of my ability or to the best of Steel's ability. I think this type could have easily hit top 50 if I tried harder maybe or had a better team. Overall though, it was a fun team to use, probably not the optimal Steel team, but as well as that I do think that Steel struggles with certain matchups. I'm disappointed I didn't get to show off Bug today because I was really hoping to show off exactly how he beat Volcarona. I fought that so much in testing that I had it down to a fine art how you beat Volcarona, but I did explain earlier in the Gudra a bit of a flow chart how to beat it. Either way, definitely had some fun games, definitely made some bad mistakes in some of the games. I could tell I'm getting pretty tired the more I record this, so it's pretty late at night anyway. Hopefully all the same you did enjoy the video. If you did, definitely leave me a like or a comment or subscribe, all that kind of good stuff. Helps me out so much as a small creator. Trust me, I truly do appreciate it. I read every comment as they come in. Whenever I get the ping on my phone that someone's commented on my video, it always brings a big smile to my face, and I really, really appreciate that. So with that out of the way, hopefully you look forward to the next video. I think I only have like 2 types left. I think it's Fire and Ghost. Both types I've honestly not looking forward to using for some reason. I feel like the pressure's really on now that I only have 2 types left. But with that out of the way, hopefully you have a good day. Take care everyone. I'll catch you next time.